Hi, it's Megan.
And it's Bree.
And we just want to talk about TV.
Welcome to our podcast,
Unseriesous. Each episode, we're going to cover a TV show, new or old, and have a silly little conversation about it.
So grab a snack, get comfortable, and let's get unserious.
Out of my way, I got a party to save.
Yes, that's a good one.
There's so many good quotes, but that felt like the right way to start the episode about Abbott Elementary.
Woo!
Season 3 just ended last week when you're watching this, presumably. We're going to talk about Abbott, but I haven't spoken to Bree in 17 years. So I check in with my bestie and see what is going on this new episode of Unseriesous. We're cracking open a cold one with the boys to chat. So Bree, what's been going on? How have you been? What's been new? Have you been reading anything, watching anything, listening to anything, crying about anything?
You know, Megan, that's a good question.
I'm full of those.
And I'm here to say that I finished yet another Emily Henry book.
Every week we bring you another Emily Henry update, all in preparation of the Smackdown later this
literally
summer.
the past 5 episodes we've been like, Emily Henry.
Someone's been doing something. Because I've read 3 of her books in a row. You just read 2 of her books in a row.
Yeah,
and
goddamn.
So altogether, we have reread all of them.
Oh, true.
But Beach Read. Because I read People We Meet on Vacations, Book Lovers. We both read Funny Story. And then you read Happy Place. So we're just talking it all. We're getting ready.
All ready for the Smackdown.
Yeah.
But I believe, okay.
Are you about to say something wild?
What? Oh, no.
Oh.
I could.
I believe.
No, I was going to say that I feel like I need to reread Beach Read.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I need to read
And I
Beach
still
Read
have to read People We Meet on Vacation.
Book Lovers again?
And Book Lovers. Fucking hell, mate.
It's okay.
I gotta read all of them in one day.
Yeah, and then we press record.
Yeah, literally. Or we'll forget in 5 seconds.
I know, I need to make a PowerPoint. And I'm going to start drafting that up. That we can use as a visual.
Yeah.
I have a vision, don't worry.
We really do need a visual.
I think a visual would be nice, and a casting slide, and we can secretly put in our casting. Don't worry. It's all in my head right now.
It's going to be
an
an extravaganza.
Yeah. Smackdown. And Emily Henry's going to be here.
Oh, slay.
I didn't tell you that part, but I talked to her last night.
Logs it. And Emily
That'd
Henry,
be so crazy.
It would be shook. She is from our town.
Yep.
So
Cincinnati, and the part of Kentucky just beneath it. That gets me. The way it's worded in her
that's
biography.
us.
It's literally us.
That's literally that could be
girlfriend.
That could be more us.
Writing these fucking rom-coms.
Yeah.
Ugh. I aspire to be her in so many ways.
Emily Henry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do I keep my thoughts to myself for the Smackdown?
I mean, did you like it?
Yeah. I mean, all of them are 5 stars.
Yeah. They're just top tier rom-coms at the end of the day.
Yeah. I enjoyed it.
I feel
I don't know what my ranking is.
Yeah, because I don't know where mine is as a funny story. I think I said something about it being high, but I really got to sit with it. I got to let it marinate.
Not marinate.
Because it's recency bias.
Yeah.
That's what's hard, because no matter which one, everyone has their preferences, but you could say, you could read it in any order, and that would affect you probably.
Yeah,
you know?
and it depends. I feel like it also depends on when you're reading it, because I feel like a book can be so much better to you at different times.
Yeah.
So it's really, well, all you have to know is they're all top,
top tier.
It's
top shelf.
I love her writing.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
She just does a good job of hitting the right notes, having chemistry, having good humor, having good build up. I don't know. She just, there's a secret sauce, and she knows the recipe.
A secret sauce.
Mm-hmm.
I want her next one to be about
vampires.
I want her to get away from this.
It needs to be supernatural. It's so funny.
I need it to be supernatural, but yeah. But
you never know.
Is she just gonna? She's already working on her next one, right?
Mm-hmm. And she said it's a little different, but I don't know. I don't know
Vampires?
if that means vampires. Like, so what I'm hearing is vampires.
So what I'm getting from this is it's about vampires.
I think it should be a vampire and a witch, so it's something for both of us.
Okay, yeah, I would take that. I'd take a witch away over a werewolf.
Oh. I don't like, we've already said this, I don't like the weird, like, sorry, not weird, I'm not shaming.
The what?
Liberal king shamer.
Yeah, liberal king shamer.
I'm not into, like, the alpha, omega, like,
Yeah,
the fan fiction-y type. But I love Teen Wolf so much.
Yeah. But the alpha thing is what I don't like.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like the idea of, like, I don't know. I don't like
Yeah.
that. I'm not about that.
Yeah.
Like,
I like
but I support it for other
there.
people. But I'm on Team Vampire.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I just want to be a witch. I want to have magical powers. Yeah. Anyway.
I was trying to find a really
interesting.
clever way to freaking... Okay, but anywho, Megan. Oh, wait. Have I done anything else? Probably not. No? No.
I said decide for you.
You're like, no, you haven't really done anything else.
Don't worry, guys. We're back on our Pretty Little Liars shit.
Oh, yeah.
So hopefully come July, season 3.
Yeah.
So our June Lynch
It's booked and busy. Not our June
And I think everyone needs to know something. I don't know if we've shared this on the pod, but like breaking news, if you know when the Bear season 3 comes out, it's at the end of June. So that pod ain't coming out till July. So that was an open week for June Lynch to now include a second June Lynch project, aka another Cinderella story. Do it. Do a duet with me.
One of my faves.
So good. So we're going to do, I believe, Hacks and Bridgerton, but also Glee season 3 and the Cinderella story semi-series. Like, they're disconnected, but they're connected. And we have to talk about Lucy Hale, too.
It's freaking lit.
Yep.
It's lit in June.
Lit.
And finally, we have stuff that's booked.
Yes. Like I feel like things are going to be smooth sailing going forward.
Yeah.
We're making so much progress.
Smooth sailing.
Listen, if we can just finish Pirates of the Caribbean, I don't think anything will go wrong ever again. Like, that's my hypothesis.
Will go bad ever again.
Yeah.
True. Okay, Megan, what do you have to bring to the...
I don't have much else. I have been in a little bit of a slump. Like, I feel like I've read all the Emily Henry books, and I want to reread at least Happy Place, possibly Beach Read again, but I did reread that in the fall, so I don't know. So I've been like reading slump, and nothing really new to report for TV other than what we've been chatting about. But also, I'm going to yield my time.
Oh, no.
I started talking about sports.
Oh, no! I have to exit. Every weekend.
I want to talk about the Try Guys.
Oh, that's the other thing I wanted to talk about.
The Try Guys are growing up and stabbing me in the chest emotionally. Not in like a backstabber way, just in a like, I love them all so much. Parasocial relationships are real, and I am in one with all of them.
Yeah, me too.
I just am so fond of Keith, Zach, and Eugene. And Eugene is leaving, which I feel like I was prepped for, but I was not emotionally prepared to have to watch the 18-minute video on my phone at work.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have a little bit of time. Like, I wasn't procrastinating work. Like, I had time. I allotted it in my schedule. I listened with one earphone in and forced myself not to cry.
It was so sad.
It was like so like well done, like in such like a perfect way. Like there was the right amount of humor,
funny,
and yeah, like so Eugene love it all.
Coded.
And I was like, as soon as the video started, like there were tears in my eyes, and then they were being a little silly, and then it got a little more serious again. And then when he started crying, I was like, fuck.
No, I was like, and he's like, fuck, I'm not supposed to cry.
And it like feels so mutual because like I totally get like these aren't people that like I know, but that's what a parasocial relationship is. You feel like you know them, and I feel like it's a healthy parasocial relationship where like I understand the boundary. But even Eugene was like, you guys are, if you ever thought that you were the reason I left, just know you were the reason
I said that belongs in a freaking like
are you kidding?
Oscar
like
movie.
It just feels like such like an important relationship in my life, despite it not being like a literal, I don't know what the right word is, like a real human one. Like, I don't know. We've been watching the Try Guys fairly consistently for at least half of the time, because they've been a group for 10 years. Mm-hmm. I feel like we've been watching for almost 5, I would say. Like, I feel like that's fair, 4 or 5, just like since college.
And we watch so consistently.
Yeah, they're so special to me. We listen to all the podcasts
and we cry.
Yeah, because I feel like I used to be like much more in like the YouTube space. Not to say that it's like what it used to be, you know? Like, YouTube has changed so much, and that's like half of the point that they've been making. But I feel like there are only so many people that I watch in that forum these days.
Yeah.
And the top of the list is them, because like they just like, I feel like their content is like, you either like it or you don't, but like them as people like are just like so good. Like, they get it. They get like the back and forth dynamic with their audience. Like, they have such a good relationship with their audience. They respect their audience so much. I like saying this to you, like, it's so hard, and like no one should, no matter what, like put like faith into people they don't know or all that stuff, but like
I put so much faith in.
And it's like, you're gonna get let down, and you shouldn't put people on pedestals, and that's not what I'm saying I feel for them, but I just like feel like I trust them the way I trust real friends.
Yeah.
In a way where they seem like such good, genuine, well-rounded people that are imperfect, but are perfect to me.
Yeah.
Especially Miles.
Yeah. I was thinking deeply about if any of them betray me, I would be devastated.
Like, any other celebrity, for the most part, like, I feel like I've gotten better at, like, not having that expectations. And so it pisses me off the way other people do. Like, I've talked about that. Well, maybe not on here, but, like, the way people put, like, so much production on John Mulaney, for example, when it's like, he's a human that had shit go on. Like, you don't know about his relationship, blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. And you shouldn't be that let down because you don't know him.
Yeah.
But yeah, to be fair, I don't think that way about most celebrities. Even people I love, like John Mulaney is an example, or Taylor Swift. But like, if the Try Guys did something, that was like crazy, like it would be like losing a real friend.
My friend.
And I don't think they would, because they feel like they're the type of people that are well-rounded, and then if they're not educated on something, they take note of that, and I love that for them.
They seem like good.
I didn't mean to get that deep
truly
about
good
it.
People.
I know. And like, it's not even just them, it's their staff, their families, like the extension now, this extended cast. Like, I would go to war for Johnny Cake.
Yeah.
For Jared Popkin.
Hey, I was watching Johnny, he popped up on TikTok Live.
Yeah, I watch him every so often too.
He was like, someone was like, who's all in the cast? And he was naming everyone from the cast, and he couldn't find out the last person, and it was him. It was him.
He was like 8 people or something like
that. He was like 9 people, and then
he could only name
all
8.
of them, and he's like, who's the 9th? And then he cracked up so much, like he was in the pillow. He was like,
I love him.
It's me
so much. That's so funny. I love him.
And everyone in the comments was like, it's you.
I love them all. So did you see his bit where like people were like, because they went from the 4 of them to the 3 of them, and now Eugene's leaving. There's like, there's only at the end of the year, there's only gonna be 1 Try Guy left, and Johnny Cakes went, it better be me.
It better be me.
I was like, retweet.
But I also like how Miles is like, I've always been and he's like, I've been planting this.
There is no one, before we move on, because I know we've been talking about I can do a Try Guys for the Try Guys. To be honestly, we could probably make a case for doing at the end of the Try Guys season, because they're doing it.
Yeah, we could do it for them.
We could do it for that.
It is cool that they're doing a season.
Yeah, I'm going to throw up. Positive. I just love them so much. But at the end of the day, like, there's something about Miles Bonsignore.
At the end of the day.
That I love to an extra degree.
I love that young man.
Like, if I had a pyramid, it's like, second tier is everyone else involved at Try Guys, but the tippy top
is Miles is just...
That's my 0.5 tier 1. Like, it just is a human being.
Miles Slade.
Like, I don't know. Like, I truly could not name a better man that I know in real life or that way. Like, I'm so dead ass. I am so dead ass. Like,
Number 1.
No celebrity crush, no just like general actor, or I dare to say I can't name a better woman.
Whoa! I dare to say.
The feminism leaves the room when I'm thinking about Miles. No, I just think he's you just like listen to the way he talks about things on Perfect Person. Like, he is just like what a man should be. Just like the perfect balance of just like non-toxic masculinity, all the things. What a guy.
Yeah.
Not to put him on a pedestal and, like, he's gonna slip up and say something stupid.
He's literally gonna do something tomorrow.
That's not what life's about. But you know what I mean? Like, as just a person that just is so, like, open-hearted and just a decent human being. Miles fucking Nation.
Miles Nation.
I think
Miles saved everything.
Miles saved me.
Yeah.
I deign to say. Like,
Miles and Rainey literally
dream guests on my podcast.
I
didn't say that, but then I did.
My podcast would be Miles and Rainey
right
here. Like, they're the best.
Oh my god. I can't even, like, mentally prepare myself to watch
podcast.
her or listen to her pods yet because I just know I'll cry.
Yeah.
But I love her.
Oh, yeah. I haven't listened to the new one. I'm scared.
I love
They're so good, though.
Like, if there's a dream job, a dream group of people to be friends with, dream guests on my podcast, it's like the Try family.
It's just
second Try, but specifically, them.
Yeah.
There isn't enough time in the world, so I need to cut myself off now. But
yeah. I could keep
that's
going.
all I could think about the last day or so. That's big news. We were just talking about, literally, I think on our most recent Dunkin' run, which must have been last week, we were like, what's the big announcement? Mm-hmm. And I don't know why I didn't think that, especially with all the watcher
I didn't
drama.
even, like, think that was a possibility for some reason.
Right. They just transitioned it well and executed it well and kept it.
Yeah.
Kept it in a good, big, fun way. And now immediately, it's on our Roku now. Get fucking ready. Okay. Well, like I said, could go on and on and on.
Right.
But honestly, connectedly through the hashtag BuzzFeed Past, we're talking about Quinta Brunson on her big show. Eugene doing big things, Quinta doing big things. Wow, I'm so proud.
I'm so proud of
she just won an Emmy. They just finished season 3. They're already moving for 4. Like, let's fucking get it. Let's talk about Abbott. Okay, I word vomited this today because it's been a day. Abbott Elementary is a situational comedy on ABC following the teachers and staff at a Philadelphia elementary school, Abbott Elementary, captured through the lens of a mock documentary, or mockumentary, if you will. Oh, wow. The series centers on Janine Teagues, aka series creator Quinta Brunson, who is an outgoing and optimistic second grade teacher who often overestimates her luck in the world amidst the school and district's financial issues and realities. She is often humbled and mentored by kindergarten teacher Barbara and fellow second grade teacher Melissa, as well as antagonized by the school's less than qualified principal, Ava Coleman. She also often teams up with her bestie, 8th grade teacher?
I think so.
Jacob!
I think so.
And her on and off again crush, Gregory, who, after joining the school staff as a substitute, realized teaching was his calling. And of course, there's Mr. Johnson, the school's iconic custodian. Season 3 sees Janine take the opportunity to work at the district, and despite it being a temporary position, grapples between leaving Abbott for good or deciding if teaching is still one of her true passions. Amongst all the teacher-on-teacher hijinks.
Wow.
I left the rest of that big because we're going to talk about it.
Because we're going to talk about it right
now.
Abbott!
Yay!
I love Abbott. I feel like it flew by.
It did flew by. Obviously, it was shorter because of the strike that we single-handedly ended last fall.
Yeah, remember when we ended that?
Remember we shut that shit down? Pay the writers, pay the actors. So they got like a truncated season. Regardless, though, it always feels like it flies by because it's it's short, but it's also just time flies when you're having fun, and the show's so fucking fun.
It's fun network television.
Yes, they brought network television back, baby. Appointment television.
Young Sheldon.
Sorry, Young Sheldon. Sorry, The Good Doctor. That ended too. I thought Freddie Highmore died for a second when I saw the gray poster of it ending. I was like, oh, that ended too? Young Sheldon was getting all the heat.
Young Sheldon.
Take that. That's why I'm sitting on my couch at the same time every week as Abbott Elementary.
Yeah.
Like, they brought comedy back. I'm not going to name names because I don't talk shit. I don't say, like, I'm not about spreading hate. You should just talk about things you like. But I be sitting on the couch and seeing some other comedies that are on these days.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just, not that they're bad, but, like, Abbott's
My mom laughs at them.
It That's all that matters, to be honest.
Yeah.
As long as Lisa is happy.
It's like...
As long as we should check in about her for young Sheldon.
Yeah, I know. I keep forgetting to
Okay,
do
we should
that.
call her probably at the end of this.
Yeah, we should probably
forget our activity.
Yeah, we call in speakerphone young Sheldon.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
But it just, like, has it. Like, I feel like...
It has the it factor.
It has the it factor. Like, it's just so good at being so funny in even the simplest ways. Obviously, there are, like, shows that, like, we've watched and loved in the past that are funny, like New Girl, Parks and Rec. And thank God we have Abbott, because, like, especially with, I think this kind of almost perfectly overlapped with Modern Family ending, and I feel like that was one of the last, like, really funny, like, solid network comedy shows. Mm-hmm. So I'm glad that, like, Abbott truly is filling the gap. Like, I think it is on in the same time window, if I'm not wrong.
Slay.
So thank God that there's something out there making people laugh on a typically not strike related, like, season. Like, when they did season 2, it was fully September to May. Like, 22 or so episodes, like, were so back, and they would have been the same thing without the strike.
Yeah.
Hopefully in season 4 they get more time. And the best part about that is when they follow the school year, so then you get, like, a Halloween episode, a Christmas episode. Like, I love when they have those, especially because I feel like doing it with an elementary school, like, is such a fun way to do that, and the kids that are on the show are so funny.
Seeing the kids, like, grow up on the show, basically. Some of them have gotten so old. I'm like, no.
Yeah, especially, like, the kids that, like, bug Gregory and stuff. Yeah. The standout this season was sweet little Alex, who was protesting school because he missed Janine.
His grandma.
Wait, that episode sent me because that was when, like, Gregory and Janine went over and they weren't supposed to, and I was, what did I say?
Yeah, they're literally.
I don't know where I wrote it. Something like, what if we kissed on an unsanctioned visit to our student's house while the Price is Right?
It's like the longest thing ever.
It's like, kiss. I'm like, this is not the appropriate time to kiss, but
kiss.
Because their chemistry,
like, what are they doing?
Crazy.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
But yeah, Alex was so cute, and he was the cutest, just jumping right into the Janine storyline of, like, her starting the season. Oh, they did it the best way, to be honest, where they were like, we have to follow, like, chronological time with, like, the real world, so, like, picking up in, I guess, January, February, but then explaining, like, why weren't they filming this mockumentary from September? And they were like, the camera crew got robbed, and they just were able to afford their equipment again, so it's, like, a little small, like, I don't know, it was like a student film. Like, I will really be interested to see how they, like, continue to play with the documentary format within the show of, like, how that affects things. But I thought that was so funny, and then you immediately find out, like, Janine's not working there, and then, like, Ava's hidden camera footage of Janine and Gregory being like, should we? And he's like, oh, I don't think we should. You're like, are you fucking kidding? And Ava's like eating popcorn. But that was wild, but also, like, a fun way to mix things up, and brought in new characters like Manny.
Oh, the Rizzler.
The Rizzler. When I saw him in real life this year. I looked him in the eyes, and he did not answer my question at Comic-Con, but I guess everyone else did, so he was like, I don't have to say anything.
Wait, what other show was he on?
He was on Arrow.
Okay.
I think, because it was, like, a CW panel. Yeah. So I was like, what other CW shows would you guys be on? And Sophia Bush answered. Mm-hmm. Tommy from Arrow answered.
Yeah.
But he didn't. But he smiled.
But he smiled.
And he walked past the line I was in and went, sup, everybody? And he went, nice shirt, to the kid in the front of the line. So that's my Manny story.
So that's my Manny.
This is Josh Segura. What an icon.
Was the Rizzler. He had, like, I remember the first time I saw Manny.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
He had this brown outfit on, and he was slaying.
Did he have it? Was
and
I
said, yeah. I said, this man is gonna. Gregory better
step
stand
up. Make
up.
haste.
Make haste.
Nothing like a second love interest to make people step the fuck up.
Yeah, but it still took 7 years. But
yeah.
Pause.
Put a pin in that.
But let me. Yeah, Manny, and then we had Trent. But what's his name? But what's his name on the show? Simon.
There's Simon and Emily, but our boy Trent, our boy Benjamin Norris from Never Have I Ever, thank God, needed him.
Was there?
He knew what I needed most. And he was still smarter, obviously, like he has a district
but
job.
But he still had a little.
But he was silly goofy, just the way I needed him to be.
I think he needed to have more lines.
100%.
I think he should have been the main character. I think he should have been Manny.
That's wild. The internet would be like right in front of Josh Segura. But I love him so much. I really liked his haircut. Like I just had to give him so many props.
He had cool outfits.
Cutie. He was so funny. I feel like there were things that he said that I should have written down, like from earlier in the season. But I remember like cackling and giggling and twirling my hair because that's my close personal friend. Just because that's my close personal friend. Like I feel like it's like seeing your like old college friend, like, oh my God, our high school friend, be like, oh God, you're doing so good, dude. I'm so happy
glad you're doing well.
I'm glad you're doing well. And I hope we see all of them again because they kind of wrote it off where like they're obviously still in Janine's life.
They're still friends.
She's not at the school district. But I hope that means that it didn't end with that season. Yes. So that's what I was going to say. She ultimately decides, despite like taking the district job and be like, I can make a real difference here, which I guess, but you can also make a difference in a child's life every day, Janine. And that's what she decides, but she reads Barbara's card, and Barbara says something really sweet, but then she's looking at something else, and it was all the student signatures, and they show, like, a clip of them being like, I wrote this for Janine and Miss Teagues, and, like, Alex is there, and he's so cute! He's so cute!
How could you resist not going back?
Yeah, that's like her family, like the kids and the teachers. Like it's always those fucking six fuckers. Like they're so codependent. The teachers, Melissa, Barbara, Janine, Gregory, Jacob, and even Ava. Like like they're always like together. And like Mr. Johnson's always lurking, but like they're always getting up to some shit. I know the other teachers are pissed.
And but Melissa and Barbara are always like making fun of. Not making fun, but like
it's like
more
reluctant.
Tough on, but yet they're always together.
They're all,
or always coming up in each other's lives somehow.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like this show does the good job of the thing where they have them all have moments together, like separately. Like one of the episodes I really liked was when Melissa and Janine were like, this substitute is like not in the system, and they're like standing up to them, and then they found out that the name was just spelt wrong, and then Melissa immediately switched. Janine. What the hell? Like it's so funny. Like all their individual dynamics are so good. I loved the Barbara and Gregory Mother's Day storyline. Like because she found out he lost his mom, she had lost her mom recently, and was trying to like in her own way welcome him into her family, and instead she just went and played top golf with him, like quietly, just so they can be in each other's company.
Barbara's mother.
I love her.
The top golf.
We were like, yes, top golf. And they were at top golf on Hacks too, and I was like, let's go.
Yes, top golf.
Big week for top golf.
Another relationship I like is Melissa and Jacob being roommates.
So fucking good. And I feel like it was like so good when A, they didn't realize that they were talking to each other, and then B, when they just realized they had things in common. Watching their shows,
doing puzzles, drinking wine,
and
they're like, we have to hide from being
because we're messing up the group. They made Mr. Johnson cry. So we're talking about him or something like that. Mr. Johnson. And usually when they do things like that, like, it's just, like, a one-off.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we can never do this again because it's fucking with the group. But they're like, nah, we're still going to be friends on the side. Yes! Because, like, I loved, like, unlikely dynamics like that. Like, fuck yeah. And they're still living together. And, like, the bit when they were at the EMT class when they didn't know who each other was hooking up with. They're like, what? How could you not tell me? So good. And a special nod to that episode when Jacob kind of was like having like sort of like a one night stand-esque relationship with the EMT who he starts like seeing more. But in that episode, they're all like going out for drinks or something after, and the EMT was like, don't worry, I actually can't come. And they're like, well, I didn't invite you. We didn't invite him. But he was just like, sorry, can't come. And then the cut to Jacob's talking head of, did he just make me fall in love with him? So good. I'm saying it so right good. Now. Jacob was like a scene stealer this season. Yeah, he really was.
He's so funny.
Like, I think everyone on the show is so funny in their own right, but I feel like he's just like a little underrated. And he was slaying this season. So many good lines. One of the ones I think he said that I have written where I couldn't remember who said it, but it's like, they're a moth to a cutie patootie flame. Like, he always says so many... oh, wait, no, this one's better. I had too many Aperol spritzes. It's time for a Naperol spritz. Like, he's always saying something so unserious, and I love it so much.
And he owns it.
Yeah, I think he had some of my favorite lines and dynamics this season. He said, I think in the very first episode, Gregory, my king, my guy.
My king!
And then... another big highlight for him, the reason he had to move on Melissa was when he broke up with Zach, which is tragic.
That's so funny.
Zach being partially responsible for one of the best lines in the show in season 1 when he comes in after them not having ever met him before, and Ava goes, Black? Actually, it's Zach.
Actually, it's Zach.
That's why I knew this show was on a different level. But their breakup episode was so devastating. He was like, I'm watching the Eras Tour without him so he can break up with me.
And just purposely
and
doing
it all blows up. He's like, you were holding us back at trivia. But my favorite part of that was actually Gregory's always resistant to their friendship. Like, they're friends, but he's always like, oh, Jacob, like, I'm just not a very, like, affectionate person. Jacob is. But then he comes back into the room after, like, the formal breakup, and he's like, oh, I forgot my pen. And then he's like, are you okay? And then when he has this little camera moment, he's like, I have other pens.
Yeah,
like, he used it as an excuse, and it's just...
They're always doing that shit, too. Like, they're like... they'll go to their interview, and it'll be, like, something sweet.
Something like, so sweet. And, like...
and it's so simple, but so good. So,
especially, like, I feel like Gregory's growth, too, because he was the one that kind of came in from the outside and, like, has like, slowly, like, grown to be more open and stand up for himself and things like that, and that's so sweet. Another thing I just remembered that I think was in season 2 was Gregory is... the character that kind of, like, has all these really specific, like, interests, and he doesn't like pizza, he doesn't like all this stuff.
Red flag.
But then he's like, he says something in one of the episodes in season 2 where he's like, yeah, I'm not really a donut person, and then his talking head was, I actually love donuts. I actually love donuts. One of those, another example of it, sometimes it's so simple, and it's all so funny. I love it. In the first episode, Ava also gave a great line when they're trying to use Gregory to get to her. Because she's, like, being, like, really stringent at the beginning. She went to Harvard, or she just, like, used Harvard's Wi-Fi to do her online degree and had her bedazzled Ava Harvard shirt. And they're like, Gregory, go in there and look hot. And she goes, get out of here, Jeremy Allen Black!
He's like...
so good.
Wait, Ava getting her degree from Education Connection.
That was huge.
Like, going to Harvard, but getting a degree. Like, that's
Education Connection.
That's my idol.
It's also just an example, I feel like, whether it's Quinta or some of the other writers, just, like, knowing their audience and knowing that joke was going to land.
Like, the reference would land.
Because it's, like, it's, like, well-known enough, but also niche enough where it's, like, yes. Wait, something else before we switch up too much was when, during the breakup, it was, like, I guess Zach... See, I have, like, lines that are a little out of context, but it's, I think when Zach, Gregory, and Jacob were kind of in the midst of, like, a fight, and just Gregory's there, and Mr. Johnson goes, this is why I'm not in a throuple. Yeah! Mr. Johnson has the best one line.
Say the most
he did have, like, a couple really sweet moments this season. Like, I think it's when they were trying to honor the person that Abbott was named after and stuff like that. And you find out he's like a terrible person, but then they find like an old archived like photo of like some of the old like students and teachers, and just like the way Mr. Johnson like nods at it or something was really sweet. Yeah. And then his conversation with Janine in the finale was really sweet. Like he has such like short but like most impactful moments of wisdom and being so like sweet.
Like he's such a goofy character, but you have those sweet moments. That is so tender. Wait, when he's at the panel, he goes, I'm Mr. Bonson.
Ava's like,
Ava's like, Mr. Bonson from Babbitt Elementary. Like, why do you have to switch every name?
That's so fucking funny. I love them. I'm looking at my notes. We've already hit so much.
Tariq!
Good! Tariq being the head of the PTA.
Yes!
Dating as a student's, like, mom. Like, that's it. That's his only qualification. Then he's hosting the parent-teacher conversations. He's hosting the panels. He's like...
doing everything. Here comes my childless
Here comes my childless ex. Top 5 line of the season. Janine's face, she's like, oh my god. That's my only complaint about the finale is that he wasn't there. And there must have been some sort of, like, conflict. Because they hung out at the bar a couple episodes ago. Like, they're friendly enough.
Yeah.
That he was hanging out with her and Erica and Manny.
I need him to be there all the time.
I'm glad that they have.
So funny.
I am glad for what we've gotten though. Like the fact that they do bring him back despite.
I thought they were gonna
I
thought he was gonna be gone.
Yeah, and they give him, despite being such like a quote unquote minor character, like he's a big character within the realm of the show, but he still gets character development. Like
he has a story. He's a PT. Like he's in the freaking PT.
He was like disrespecting that kid, but then he was having some growth, and now he is truly the leader of the
moderator of the freaking panel, the host.
Dad now.
I'm like, the what?
Thank God. I
love
Tariq. He's so good. The show is so good. Everything is just so solid. Oh, I didn't write any of this down, but I feel like we should talk about, and I actually have some like conflicting feelings about it.
Oh.
All the guest stars.
No, there's
so many.
So
and like
many.
I feel like the Eagles stuff at the beginning was really good because like that feels like a realistic thing to happen.
Will you marry me? Crying. Melissa.
Oh, I did feel bad about the vending machine guy, but that also brought in our man Burt Hummel for a little bit more.
Sorry, vending machine guy, but Burt Hummel.
That's the Rizzler.
That's the Rizzler.
That's a real man. Sorry, Miles Bonsignor.
Burt Hummel's here.
Burt Hummel entered the chat. I like that though. My only thing is like, I think it's so fun, especially this shows how great a show is that people like Bradley Cooper and stuff like that like want to be on the show. Yeah. But to me, sometimes that breaks the level of like realism of this is a small Philly school and you got Bradley Cooper, 3 of the Eagles.
So many faces.
Who else was there? I mean, Questlove, that storyline was so funny. Like, I'm not saying they should have changed anything, but that is something that I've been thinking about. I'm like, well, how did they get Bradley Cooper? And I get that was like an Oscars bit. Like, it all like makes sense in like different ways. But I'm like, this is still like...
This is just like
the Eagles one made sense to me. Like, I wrapped my head around the Eagles. Even the Questlove one made sense. I feel like there was someone else, too, that I'm forgetting. Like, I just felt like every week there was like something for a while. Again, like, I'm not here to tell Quinta Brunson how to do her job. She's perfect. Stop putting guests in. She's flawless. But that was my only thing where it like just felt like, whoa, like how did all these people get here? Yeah. I was hyped when I saw Jason Kelsey come in because I was like, oh, Jalen. And I was like, oh, Jason. Then the other one. The other one. I claim to be a football girl, and it only goes so much sports. Yeah, they had like a couple athletes at some point, and to me, like that is a little bit more realistic. So I think about like other shows too, like Parks and Rec had some like fun guest stars, but a lot of them were politicians. Yeah, and a lot of them I think fit like the scenario. Like they went to the Colts because they were in Indy and Indiana. So some of it like makes sense. It just felt like a lot at once. Yeah, on the show, but maybe it's just because like I was thinking about it more. And
it was just like a lot of familiar, like even if the person was playing a different character, it was like a familiar, like a really familiar face that you're like wait, you're like kind of like whoa. Yeah, but I mean I'm not like every week though.
Not a fully complaint, but just like I don't know, a note. I know, like when I have a note.
I have a note.
No, I love it. I think there's so much room for opportunity though too. Like the fact that like Lisa-Ann Walters like get Lindsay Lohan to be my cousin. Like
that would be funny.
Please, and I love that even though she wasn't on this season, like Io.
I want more. That's what I was gonna say. I want more. Like that's. I was hoping.
That's a perfect casting. Like there are so many. It's just I think it just was like whoa for a second. That was my only thing. But I had a fun time. I had a laugh. I had Bradley Cooper was there. I'm laughing that Bradley might get nominated for an Emmy for that. They're like, give him something.
Literally.
What else? All I could say for like a majority of the storylines, like I feel like Gregory, Jacob, and Janine had big storylines, and like they tease like Ava's like growth of like starting a book club. What was it called? AARB, Ava's reading bitches or something like that. I just want to see more of all that stuff.
I would love to see more, like you know how we got like a little bit of Ava's, like, was it her grandma or her mom? Was it her? I think it's her grandma. And, like, was it the first season or the second season? Like, I don't know, showing Ava's, like, because Ava's, like, the mean one. And when you see, like, the softer side, I don't know, or, like, I don't know, I like that. Yeah. I like a little emotion from the evil. Well, she's not evil, but, like.
And the moments where her, like, and Janine get along. You know, like, the bit is that she's, like, sick of her and stuff like that. But and that's, like, funny. But it being out of, like, it's, like, one of those things where it's, like, I'm the only one who could talk shit about her because that's, like, my buddy. Yeah. And, like, I enjoyed them. I liked when there was like a glimpse of Tariq and Ava.
Tariq, no, that's what I was about to say. I said Tariq and Ava. More of Tariq.
Like, it's just a dynamic duo.
That's just so funny.
Like, they should be hitting the town together. And I hope they should be at the club.
They should be at the club.
Like,
they would be at the club.
Yeah, I feel like that's like the only thing too. Like, I feel like obviously they had a shorter season, so that could be part of it. But like, I feel like there's so much to do. But hopefully the show will be on for a solid more amount of time. Like, it doesn't need to run forever, but like more. I think they've got so much potential for more fun shit. I liked that the field trip was a little different this year. I like that they employed all the people at the drag show to help them acquire the park. And it was interesting to me that usually they end on the field trip, but they ended on like the last day of school and then like a end of school year party.
Yeah.
That slayed. I like that Janine was really like micromanaging the party.
She had freaking sections.
She was like, go back to the townhouse. Why aren't you in the makeout area? The makeup hours wherever we and him end up in 10 minutes. So fucking funny.
I said this is all wrong.
I wish, like, I know it was for the bit, but her friend, like, hooking up with Simon, she's like, Simon says...
We broke up.
And then she's like, oh, we broke up. I was like, no, I just want Simon to be in it. I want all three of them, and Emily, you know a lot about Kristen Stewart. She's like, well, I'm gay.
Well, I'm gay.
Everyone's so good.
Yeah, like, I want more on the characters, like... Yeah.
I feel like they're, like, expanding the universe of, like, again, just, like, comparing it to a Parks and Rec. Like, there's a slew of people that, like, you have your core of, like, whatever, 7. And then there's, like, the Joan Calamezzos and the John Ralphios of the world. Tariq is so, like, the John Ralphio of this show. It's so true. And he's, like, doing the anti-drugs. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they're creating such a good world of, like, when you see these characters, you get excited to see them.
Yeah.
Like, the firefighter, the EMTs, the people of the district now, Tariq.
Like, it's a town. It's a whole town.
Yes, like, they're creating a world.
Faces.
And I love the world.
I love
Philadelphia.
I love Philadelphia.
I'm like, go Birds! They got me. I don't think I've ever anything else.
Laura Jean being...
Yes, Laura Jean! See, that was another celebrity.
Yeah, another
I was like,
face,
I know I'm forgetting someone.
Face.
Yes. Oh, and Keegan-Michael Key. Like, he was such a good cast. It felt like... I'm not saying it as a complaint. It just felt like there were so many guest stars. But I think it's because the season was also short, too. Mm-hmm. But Keegan-Michael Key going from substitute teacher, Aaron, to superintendent of this district. Perfect cast. My girl, Laura Jean, coming in.
She's coming
a lot
in.
of Condor. She was such a sweetie. And that episode was crazy. Gregory.
Freaking Gregory.
Had me stressing. After he was the one that said, Janine, I don't think we should do this. He sees Manny go like this. And stands up.
He sees the Rizzler.
He jumped. He had a right to be afraid of that beard.
Yeah. And Laura Jean was like, the fuck?
And she was right. She
like,
put him in his
Peter?
place. She put Everybody Hates Christmas place.
Yeah, literally.
I was going to say something else. My mind is going...
Tariq was... Yeah,
Tariq was there.
Yeah. That's so
I think it was that episode where it was right before spring break, and Gregory's like, oh, me and Jacob agreed to grow out our beards, and he barely had stubble. And then fucking Jacob comes in with a full beard, and he's like, Gregory, I thought we were both in this together. He's like, I forgot.
Best friends.
It's so...
Them having their bar trivia, Jacob and Gregory and Janine.
Yeah.
We're always at the place together. They have
their
little
the brunch
group.
buddies or whatever they call them.
I thought that was so cute.
I
need that to continue, but also...
Okay. I have one more thing I was going to say before, because I know we have to talk about that. We're at the perfect time. The field trip episode where they were fighting Liberty Elementary, and Ava realized it was her nemesis. That was the principal, and she's like, all right, let's fight these bitches.
Yes!
That was so funny.
And that's the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. She's the daughter on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I didn't realize that.
So that's another familiar face.
Yeah, and then that one principal, or the one teacher that Melissa kept fighting against, she's also, like, in a bunch of stuff.
Gosh, I'm like, everyone's everywhere. Everyone's everywhere.
Fuck yeah. Who only knows what's going to happen in season 4?
Shea Coulee was one of the drag queens.
That's right.
Yeah. I said, everyone's here.
Fuck yeah. That's the part. Quentin Brunson, her phone book,
The connections,
her contact list.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So like, they had Leslie Odom Jr. last year.
Yeah.
Like I said, Io. They can only keep going up.
They're only going up.
But yeah. That was another thing I was going to say. The Questlove episode was really funny and how they didn't believe her. And then him coming in and corroborating all of her bits and the way she was like staring at them. But when they were all turning against her and she's like, well, I guess it's just me and Gregory against the world. And he's like, I'm not on your side either. Funny. She's like, I'm going to forget all these things. But there's just so many good lines. Hold on. Let me do a quick sweep of all the bits before we can talk about Janine and Gregory.
Okay.
Janine trying to curse at the beginning was silly. And then the students being like, girl, I like the Naparol Spritz line. Childless X. I guess I do have other pens. These are the 3 lines I have that I don't remember the context. They're like a moth to a cutie patootie flame. Janine c'est quoi? Which cracked me up because we always say je ne sais quoi. And where were you on January 6th?
Yes, that was
What was the context?
It was like the episode where they're trying to change the... They're changing the name.
That was the name one.
But that was funny. I don't know exactly what was happening. There's just so many freaking lines.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I said, AARB, Ava and her reading bitches. I thought that was funny. Yeah, I think those are the only lines I have. Oh, these are now getting into like the Janine and Gregory of it all, but when they walk into the school and he puts her jacket around her shoulders and Jacob's like, oh, here they come. Here we go.
Here we go.
And then when they're at the swing set and she was like, are you a swinger? And he's like, what? After he just saw the Manny text, he was like, what? I was like, she's going to challenge her them.
Are you a swinger?
I know you're a runner. That's Chicago's talk for hoe or whatever. So funny. I think that's all the bits I have. And then, of course, out of my way, I got a party to save when she enters Janine's party.
I have one from Barb.
Oh.
You should try my drug of choice. JESUS. Street name Christ.
Yes. Oh, she had one of those good lines in, what was it? Jesus Christ and the grown one too, whatever the line was.
Just every time. That was the weed episode. And then, another one came to my head. Janine passes a student and goes, hi. And then the student goes, I bet you are.
I bet you are. Wow. We could be here all day. We need another out of context Abbott video. Show. You know the out of context Abbott video that went viral after season 1? I had a tweet in that.
Wait, what? Oh, you had a tweet? Yeah.
Yeah, how people would be like, Abbott once said.
Yeah.
I was in that. I had I put, because I was trying to think of one that was less, obvious, so I would.
So you'd make it into the video?
So I just make it into the video. I think one of my moots made it. I don't remember.
That's a moot.
But it was when Ava walks in the library and they're all in there and she goes, ladies, and young Idris. Gregory looks at the camera. There's so much we could go on and on about the first few seasons when she falls in the chair making fun of Janine. So many hits, but.
Just hits.
Hit after hit.
I would rewatch. I want to rewatch this show.
I feel like that's a good thing to do, to just have something on during the summer break.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. I should have said I've been watching Schitt's Creek as one of my updates. I just threw on Schitt's Creek and that's also another funniest show of all time. I think they should bring someone from that on here. Anyway, Janine and Gregory tease.
About fucking time.
About damn time.
I thought they weren't going to do it.
Yeah, because what's his name? Tyler James Williams said, I think they should just be friends. And then he was like, I lied. Which, honestly, iconic. He was like, people kept asking me, I don't have a good poker face.
Yeah.
And I said, that's pretty good.
That's pretty real of him.
And then I read an article today where he was like, yeah, I lied, or something like that. And he's like, I was actually really excited. We've been really working towards this. And it was always the plan to have it end at the end of season 3. I was like, oh my God, you guys.
I was really I'm like, is that true? With everything that we've gotten from them, him saying it was platonic,
especially as the season was ending, how are they gonna? Because that's where I was getting nervous, and I think it was warping my opinion of you're having him stand up at this bar and plan to ask her out, and we're just gonna get redirected again. That wasn't making sense to me. So I was like, oh no, this is they're making a dumb choice, but it made me feel so much better. Now I do feel like I need to watch it through, knowing
without his
Wait, what? Yeah, without a stupid
His
bitch in my ear, and it's
a
totally
liar.
Yeah, saying that they should just be friends.
I lied. That's so true.
Funny. And I think they did it. Like, I feel like the timing was great. This is my only other critique.
Oh my god.
I'm out here coming for Quinta. No, I'm kidding.
You're out here coming.
I feel like one of the things I don't like, and this is just like my preference, when you have like a show that's like ultimately setting up a couple that is like, even if it is obvious and even if other people like Jacob notice, when it becomes too much of a dialogue on the show of like, you guys need to get together, you know, you guys need to get together, I'm like, okay, stop talking about it. Like, I just want them to like get together. Like, I don't want it to be like overly talked about where everyone's talking about it, because then it feels less like tensiony, where it's like, well, everyone's been talking about it and now they're getting together.
It's the talk of the town.
It's the talk of the town. I'm like, everyone like, it's more like satisfying when it's like, not that it's a surprise because you can still see it coming, but when it does feel like it just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Not nowhere, but you know what I mean? Like, it's not like, Gregory, you like her, say it. Janine, you like him, say it.
For
oh,
the
we're not
whole
going to
time.
say it. And then like, oh, go back and get her. Like, that's my only thing.
And them always being like interrupted. Like,
yes.
Like, it could have just happened so much. Like, if it was like that, it could have happened so much easier.
Yeah.
But then, like, when they're talking at the slide and then Ava sees them and goes, what the hell?
And she's in her sunglasses.
And then she's like, this won't
That
work.
one random teacher's like, I dated it. I was married to a teacher and now look at us. And they were like,
I was married to a teacher once.
I said, well, you suck. Mr. Morton or whatever he is. Like, okay, maybe if you weren't you, I'm sorry.
At the puzzle table.
Fucking guy. Yeah, that's my only thing is like, sometimes I'm just like, I wish it was like, it's like show don't tell, where it's like you see them looking at each other. Maybe you see like Greg or Jacob being like, oh, I can tell something's going down, and that it just like happens. Like, I almost wish that we didn't have the scene. Like, Gregory needed that to know that her and Manny weren't together, and have Erica be like, Janine turned him down. Look, he just left her house. He's not there. But to me, just as an example, it would have been so much more impactful for like Janine to be like, it's fine. Like, who gives a shit? And then like open her door and he's there. And like, you didn't see the moment of him turning around or whatever. Yeah. That's my only thing. Like, I'm happy that they're together and I am pleased with like the progression and the timing of it. But sometimes I'm just like, it needs to be like a little like less obvious.
He said, I fixed the light.
And that gagged me. And then
why was the camera crew there?
That's what gets me. Like, because that was something that like other shows don't do. Is like, it's usually when you see like a character's first kiss in this situation, like thinking about like Jim and Pam, for instance, like the camera crew's peeking through a window and they don't know the camera crew's there, but the cameraman is fully in her house, but then he like pushes him away. Like, damn, bitch,
get away. Damn. Like, why are you there?
He said, and then he like closed the window. I'm like,
oh my god, what are they gonna do?
Like, don't get me wrong, I'm a Janine and Gregory stan.
Megan hates.
I just like, don't talk about it. Show me. Let it happen.
Let
it burn.
I burn for you.
Yeah.
Every time they danced together, they were looking, or every time they were dancing in a room, they were looking at each other.
It's like, what does that mean? Because I think that interview of him being like, I think they should just be friends, happened right around the time that it was like the Questlove dance for Janine came back and they were looking at each other. I'm like, you're gonna just be fucking friends? Fuck male-female friendships. We have Melissa. We have Melissa and Jacob. We have Barbara and Gregory. We have them all. Janine and Gregory are in love. The lighting, when all the lights went out and the pink lighting in her room. Are you kidding?
Yeah. And they didn't even kiss.
Insane. But the tension was there.
The tension.
He gives like longing looks. They give longing looks. They were giving it. And I was eating it up.
Yeah.
I was thrilled. And I'm so excited. Like, I think it just was like the agonizing just get to fucking together to then have this moment of, oh my god, they're gonna be together next season. What's that gonna be like?
I low-key wanted it to keep going.
Just like the push and pull. Bitch.
It said I could wait another half a season.
I mean, I just think it needs to be done in a way where it's like, because they're talking about it.
Yeah.
It's like, when you're talking about it, it's like, obviously you like each other. If it's just like longing looks, you can be like, well, if they're not admitting it out loud, then it's like, it's denial. No, they're just friends. Like, when they're all talking shit all the time, when they're all yapping about it, then it's like, bitch, then just get together.
At that point at the party, I was like, okay, if they don't do it now, I'm gonna be like, what the hell?
Because the way they...
But, like, the way that was, I was like, okay, because you have to do it.
Technically, if they did it without them, like I said, yapping about it, they could have made it
a bunch of fucking yappers in Philadelphia.
Yeah. And they were like, we ran out of reasons for them not to be together. That's how it felt. Like, whereas, like, they were just kind of grasping at things like, oh, look at Mr. Morton. Is that his name? And his ex-wife. And it's like, okay. Like,
it was
look at our jobs. Like, okay. Bitch. Kiss.
Kiss.
Thank God. I'm thrilled, though.
They kissed.
They did it.
They're going to break up.
They were feeling some type of way.
They're feeling something. They saw Janine and Gregory.
They were like, yes. Yeah, I'm really excited to see how it plays out.
Yeah, I wonder. So wait, they were renewed?
Yep. They got renewed like after the first episode of the season came out. It was like really early.
Yeah, okay, yay. They have to go on for 10 seasons.
Honestly. I hope they do at least
7.
Yeah, I was gonna say 6, so yeah, something around that.
7.
I feel like they need like a solid.
It's like too short of episodes. I need more.
Yeah.
And when it's a comedy, I feel like you need time to make it.
Yeah. No, this show's great because they understand too, like fucking shows like Who I Love, Sex Lives of College Girls. They give you fucking 8.
I know that's not enough for that.
And they finish in 16 episodes. They do a whole year of college. And honestly, they do a majority of that in the back 8. Like, yeah. And it's just like months pass between episodes, and you're like, the way that you
the pacing of that show.
Yeah, it's just like it's one of the funniest shows I've ever seen, and I love those characters. But like the developments of their relationships don't make sense when you get 8 episodes. In this show, they understand. Sometimes you're seeing a silly filler episode where we're doing shit. Not that they're fillers, but like they're doing just like funny things. Like they're not all like, I don't know. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm trying to say. Like, it's just, you get so much time with these characters to, like, grow with them in subtle ways. Mm-hmm. And you're not, like, months aren't passing where you're like,
and nothing has developed.
Now it's the end of the school year?
And, like, the only thing that's developed in that much time is the thing that happened the last episode. Like, it doesn't make sense time-wise. Like, if that much time passed.
Sex Lives of College Girls. I didn't mean to bring it up here.
Sorry to bring it up.
Hopefully that'll come back soon, I guess, so we can actually talk about it. I know what other things to say. It's like I wouldn't say it's a love-hate relationship because I love it more than I don't hate it at all. But sometimes I'm like, what?
Yeah, I love it, but I don't think it's like
just the pacing. I think pacing's a great thing. And it's probably just because of the episode order. Like, HBO Max, what the fuck are you doing? I'll tell you what, not to jump ahead all week, but Hacks, with the episodes they get, so well done.
Does it.
They get 10 episodes, they get 8 episodes, they get 9 episodes, and it's just like, they tell the right amount of time in their story. Does that make sense? Hopefully.
Yeah, I get it, and yes.
Teasing next week.
Yes.
Yes! Next week on Unseriesous. Okay. Let's do, I feel like, honestly, we've probably hit on all of our highs, but we can do a couple when we get to them. But Brie, epic highs and lows. Who was your favorite characters this season?
Ava. Mm-hmm. Janine. Mm-hmm. Tariq.
Oh, yeah.
And Melissa.
Okay.
I named like 20 characters. I named all of them. I could name all of them.
Okay, well then I'll just say the others.
Okay.
I wrote TBH Jacob just because I think he had so many one-liners this season that really got me. But of course, Janine and Greg. Mm-hmm. And Barbara.
Janine and Greg.
And Mr. Johnson.
And Barbara. No, literally all of them.
All of them. That's my
and Tariq.
What do you know about my fucking family? We should have like put them in.
I love Tariq.
When I don't know if you saw this or remember this, when we did Community, we covered up Chevy Chase with the Dean because he wasn't on the poster. The Dean has more significance, and I'll stand behind that. Least favorite character?
It's a question mark.
I put Mr. Morton.
Okay,
shut the fuck up, bro. Anyway, okay. I'm trying to like comprehend like a clear favorite moment. I mean, obviously, like Janine and Gregory getting together was a big moment. Or just like an episode overall. I do really like the Melissa and Jacob episode.
Yeah.
Like that was a highlight.
Yeah. I like the panel episode. I really enjoyed that one. And what was the other one?
The CPR episode was good too. And Janine going back and forth.
Yes. What?
Oh, I didn't say really sweet. Just like Gregory and his plants, and like he was like, we're using the grant money to do a summer program.
What's the plant's name? The goofballs?
Something like that. The garden goofballs or something.
I gotta say, that gives me the yick.
What the fuck? It's so cute. It's an elementary school.
I know, but the kids are so old.
But it's so he's so excited about it. He loves his garden, and when he goes and he talks to the plant,
he really cares about. I'm wearing a plant shirt.
I have flowers.
That gives me the ick. Goofballs. It's just a pure thing.
I think it's so sweet. His growth and finding his place.
Aw, that's tender.
Yeah, I feel like every other quote I said is a high. What is a fucking low?
Oh, I liked when I liked Ava's end of the year video, or the video she made herself for the end of the year, and she's like, saying all these things.
And she's like, I'm sure I did that.
She's like, I did that. That's so real.
I won't lie.
I'm gonna start doing that.
It's like, congratulations on reading 400 books.
Job.
She was like, okay.
And she's like, okay.
Fully knowing she did read 400 books.
Okay.
So
pat on
funny.
the back. I'm like, this is the energy I need for myself.
So funny. I love her. The episode with the book club episode, and they're all turning against each other. So
Wait, which one? Oh, the book club.
book club.
Yeah,
and she's
yeah.
like, I've been a doomsday prepper for my whole life. I know how to do this. Like, and she like stole the shit.
Slay.
Yeah, I feel like the season was full of highs. That's why I'm like, what was a low?
I literally didn't write any.
I just remembered another. Kevin Hart. Like,
oh yeah.
that's what got me. Like, there was just like a couple. Like, how would Janine get his?
Why would he be there?
They're like, oh, my barber. I was like, guys.
Guys, calm down.
I love you guys so much. I'm trying to think.
Least favorite.
That's what I'm saying. Like maybe Tariq, or not Tariq, Zach.
I was like,
Jacob's
get my wife's
breakup.
name out of your mouth.
No, like, I just said the wrong name. Zach. His name's Zach IRL. His name's Zach IRL. Zach and Jacob.
Yeah.
Their breakup. Because, they still brought Zach back, so hopefully they continue to do that.
Sad and unexpected.
Yeah.
But also so funny. And
you were
messing up the kitchen to like piss him off. When he's in the car and when Zach's in the car and he's like really angry, he's like, that actor is so funny.
They're so good. I love it here. Yeah, I feel like it's hard to say a low.
Favorite moment, Tariq.
So honest to God.
So honest and so raw and real over here.
Me, I'm like coming off
just like, okay.
So raw and real.
So raw and real.
So honest to God.
So honest to God.
It's about Tariq. And that's on God.
That's it. Least favorite when Tariq wasn't in the finale.
Honestly, that's my biggest complaint.
I thought he was gonna pop up. I was really like, oh, he's gonna pop up.
They're like, we put too many people here. I'm like, not enough.
Not enough.
I love him. Okay. I'm realizing I didn't write this down. What would you recommend this show?
Yes.
I think everyone should be watching this
Everybody.
show. Like, if you are looking for just like a good show where, well, it always makes me laugh when people are like, oh, I just like a show where I just like half watch it. I'm like, no matter what the show is, I'm giving it my attention. Like,
I can't relate to that.
Like, yes, some require more or less brain power, like Severance versus this is going to require less brain power, but I'm going to be watching it with my whole heart.
Yeah, like some people turn on shows to do like...
Yeah. I can only
chores.
Do that. Yeah,
I can only do that if I've seen it.
Exactly.
But like people will watch brand new shows
and be like, I just need it on.
And be like, okay.
And I just need to be on my phone. I'm like...
People don't...
TV deserves your respect. The show may be called Unseriesous. The only thing we take seriously is TV.
To be honest. How dare you disrespect TV like that?
But it is, what I was just saying, is people who want like a lighter show where it's like, that is such a quality show at the same time, this is it.
And you'll laugh. And you'll like actually laugh.
If you don't fucking laugh, then something is broken.
Something's wrong.
Yeah.
So figure that out.
Yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most unseriesous a show can be, what would you rate it?
I didn't write this down either, but...
No. I'm like leaning toward 8.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Because like they cover like good topics, but nothing that's ever anything too.
They don't go too deep with anything.
Like I think they go the right amount of deep by being showing like an underfunded school and what that's like, the realities of that.
But they still make it silly.
Yeah, like it's such a comfort show.
Yeah.
In that way.
And they show the light of everything. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. So.
And being optimistic and all the things. I love it.
Family. Found family.
Found family. They're so codependent. I love it. Barbara and Melissa leaving that party drunk. Hey, mamas, they should be at the club. Yes. No notes. Okay. Well, of course, we can't talk about Abbott Elementary without finding out who we are from Abbott Elementary.
Yay.
We have 2 quizzes. I know one of them's short.
Game
time
with
Megan and
Brea.
So true.
Wow.
Honest to God.
So true. Honest to God. Like, okay.
Should we do like the basic character one first?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're doing which Abbott Elementary character are you, which the cast did. It looks like semi-recently. Did they just do it? I think they just did it. Okay, so if you want to know who they got, you should probably look it up. Also, the controversy. Well, I guess it's not controversy. Quinta did it. Of ex-BuzzFeed employee doing BuzzFeed quiz.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
That's
okay.
funny, though.
I'll kick it off.
Okay.
What was your favorite subject in school? Math, English, art, history, science, or drama? We met in theater class. Isn't that T?
That's T.
And I begged to get out of it.
He's like, get me out
I said,
of
I'm going
this
to try to get out of
bitch.
it. But then getting out of it also required me to go out of my comfort zone and talk to someone. So
you had
I
to
was like, I
stay
guess it's
in.
easier to stay in. And then I got stuck with this bitch
With this bitch.
for almost 10
We're
years.
still here. Yeah, what the hell?
To be honest, like this August will be the 10-year anniversary of us starting that class.
Yeah.
We weren't close yet, but
Yeah, I hated you.
anyway, that's a story for a different day.
Oh my god. Well, I'm picking drama.
Okay, yeah, pick drama. I feel like
drama.
I'll pick English.
Okay, nerd.
What the
Yeah, that would
fuck?
be my second.
Sorry,
one.
I'm literate. History, I also like history. Like, I was not good at comprehending history, but I enjoyed it as a
I like
concept.
history.
Okay.
I did not like math.
Nah. Honest to God.
Honest to God. Your best quality as a teacher would be patience, a can-do attitude, humor, leadership, creativity. Honestly, everything about me.
When it said patience, I
so
went.
True.
I'm picking creativity.
I'm picking humor.
Perfect. We love it. A dynamic duo.
Honestly, everything about
You
me.
said I'm the personality.
I literally, that's the goal.
Pick an Abbott Elementary character to spend the day with.
Oh my god.
Tariq.
Oh.
Gary. Zach. Aisha. Ashley. Or Amber.
I gotta go with my boy Tariq.
Yeah, it would be like, you wouldn't be taking this quiz, right, if you
Look at
did
him
that.
holding the flowers.
Okay, I want to pick Io,
Yeah.
but also, you know who was a standout character is Ashley. Like,
Yeah,
I miss
I love
her.
Ashley.
I feel like if it was Io Debris, I'd pick her, but I think I'm going to pick Ashley.
Yeah. Choose an important Philly thing. The 76ers.
Oh, I forgot Gritty was on it last season.
Gritty really creeps me out. Mm-hmm. Cheesesteaks, the Eagles, Franklin Institute, Philadelphia Zoo.
All right, go Birds. I got to pick the Eagles. It's a picture of Jason.
Slay. I'm going to go with the Franklin Institute.
That's a good one.
Lit.
Pick a fictional teacher to hang out with. Mr. Feeney from Boy Meets World, Annalise Keating from How to Get Away with Murder, Why Is Your Penis on a Dead Girl's Phone, Jessica Day from New Girl, Miss Frizzle from The Magic School Bus, Mr. Garby from Key and Peele, and Mr. Ratburn from
Mr. Ratburn.
An icon.
I'm picking Miss Frizzle.
That's good. I'll pick Jess. We've been talking a lot about New Girl. Jessica.
You get a day off. How do you spend it? Doing more work? It never stops. At the spa, cooking a delicious meal, visiting a museum, hitting the gym. A day off is just a state of mind that I can choose to be in every day.
That's so funny.
So true.
Honestly, I'm picking cooking a delicious meal because if I have time off, then I'd have time to do that.
Okay, Chef.
You
back
know
at
me.
it again.
You know me.
I'm picking at the spa.
That's a good one. I have my free spa thing. I think I'm going to use it on my birthday.
Oh, yes.
And then I'll go to the summer movie.
The summer movie.
Choose a snack to get you through the day. An apple, a breakfast sandwich, Melissa's Branzino, Snackwell's, granola bar, or wine because it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
True at school.
So funny. That's so funny.
What's a snack?
It's like a cookie cake. It looks fire, to be honest.
It does look fire.
Has marshmallow in it?
I think I'm going to go breakfast sandwich, and I'm pretending there's no bacon.
Yeah. I would do the same.
I got my answer.
Okay, hold on. I'm picking the Snackwells because they look fucking fire. Okay, I have mine. Do you want me to go first? You're giggling.
Yeah.
I got Janine Teagues.
Oh, slay!
Yeah,
Okay,
bitch.
Janine. Okay, main character.
Yeah.
Well, hate to break it to you, but I got Mr. Johnson.
Oh my god! That's so good. That's pretty iconic. Like, you can't even be mad at that.
That's iconic.
That's so true. I do have a huge heart, and all I do want to do is help people.
Oh, wait. Oh, I lost mine.
Ah, damn. That's okay.
I do have a huge heart.
Probably says you're a bad bitch.
I am the glue that holds everyone together.
That's true. Okay. Well, we'll see if that holds true for our next quiz. Everyone's vibe matches an Abbott character. We have to go back to school for a day to reveal yours.
Uh-oh.
Do you want to start this one?
Yeah.
Okay, T.
Oh my gosh. Look how big it is.
Oh.
It did this to me the other day.
Do you want to look right
Hold
here?
on. Okay, there.
Okay.
Choose
Don't worry,
your
guys.
favorite subject. Social studies, language arts, math, science, physical education, arts and crafts.
I feel like I should keep it consistent because I want to get a consistent result, right?
Oh, so true.
So maybe I'll say language arts.
But I want to say that too.
Say arts and crafts. Wait, that's
another
true.
side.
That's the closest to theater.
The drama.
The craft is crafting your craft. It's mastering your craft.
Okay, we'll go with that. I'm just thinking about drawing.
But think about us in theater and how we had to draw the bitches from
That was
Addams
kind
Family.
of fun.
When we watch Addams Family Values, I'm thriving.
Okay.
Oh, wait, is this me?
Yeah.
Choose a lunch: chicken nuggets, sandwich, spaghetti, pizza, burger, Lunchables. Remember when I said I was craving the spaghetti from lunch?
Yeah, that was weird.
I think I have to pick that.
That was
I don't want to jump on you, but
Okay, spaghetti.
yeah, I'll pick spaghetti. That sounds fire. Should I make spaghetti?
Yeah. At 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm gonna pick pizza.
Slide.
Pizza. Choose a recess activity. Jump rope, monkey bars, reading, kickball, slide, swings. Are you a swinger?
What?
What?
Recess activity. What would I be doing? Honestly, I'm a swinger.
Oh my god, I was gonna say that.
That's okay. I mean, I can be swingers.
We could be swingers. Okay.
Podcast is going off the rails. Choose a midday snack. Go-Gurt, fruit gushers. Oh, I was going to bring a podcast snack. I have my adult gushers. You have to try them. That's our dinner. Sorry. Go-Gurt, fruit gushers, Welch's fruit snacks, Teddy Grahams, goldfish, fruit by the foot. These are high tier
These are
snacks.
all
These
fire.
Are top shelf.
I have the taste of a kindergartner.
Yeah, to be honest. The last three really got me. And honestly, Welch's fruit snacks are top tier too. All of them are good.
I'm going to go with fruit by the butt.
That's huge. My first excitement was Teddy Grahams. But goldfish, we have a goldfish dispenser at work.
Goldfish.
Yeah. That has gotten me through some days.
I love goldfish. Is it me?
Yeah.
Choose a club to join. Ooh. Book club, chess club, drama club, baking club, robotics club, choir.
Go drama. Do you remember that from High School Musical?
Go draw.
D-R-A. Exclamation point. Go drum.
Go
drum.
drama. Turn that on.
Honestly, we got to prepare for the summer movie. I'm going to say book club.
Bitch.
Sorry.
I would say book club at this point in my life, but I'm going to be different.
Uh-huh.
And say drama.
Go drum.
Go drum.
Lastly, choose an image that speaks to you. This is a pretty picture of a bus, a picture of a desk with some books and blocks, some people with backpacks, a bunch of magnetic letters, a building block stack looking Jenga shit, or like a really bright classroom.
Damn.
What speaks to me?
I'm going to pick the classroom.
Okay. Honestly, the letters are speaking to me.
Oh.
Okay. You got it?
Result.
Oh, T. T? As in Teagues again! Oh, T! Honestly, it's really special.
An icon, a legend, Janine.
A legend. Hell yeah, Janine.
So I'm a mix of Janine and Mr. Johnson, which I think is pretty good.
That is pretty funny.
Even though I want to be Ava.
Yeah. I guess there's only one Ava. But Slay, I love being Janine.
Slay, Abbott Elementary.
We did it. That's another season in the books of Abbott, even though we've talked about it once. So excited. Darby is getting restless. So I need some dinner. So we have to go.
Maisel's slaying.
Maisel is slaying, our audience member, always. Thank you all for watching and listening to us talk about Abbott. We're so excited that it's coming back in the fall and to talk about more comedy next week. Some women of comedy kicking off June.
Thank
with
God.
Hacks. Yay! So we will see you all then. Until next time, please have a Naparol spritz.
Here goes my child.
Janine said, I guess you could say, I have a Janine c'est quoi. Here goes my childless ex. Fuck yeah. Okay, bye.
Okay, cheers.
Thanks for listening to our podcast.
Remember to rate, follow, and share with friends.
And find us on TikTok and Instagram at unseriesous to see more content and find out what we're watching next.
We hope you enjoyed, and we'll talk to you next week.
Bye!